What if I told you some of the foods marketed as healthy, the foods sitting in the healthy food aisles, are the foods people proudly post on Instagram might not be helping your health goals as much as you think? As a registered dietitian, I have spent years of studying how foods affect blood sugar, energy, hunger, and even long-term health. And today, I am revealing 5 foods that many people assume are healthy, but when you look beyond the marketing, the story becomes very different. This is not about fear. This is not about banning foods, and it is definitely not about perfection. It is about learning how to separate smart nutrition from smart marketing. And trust me, the final food on this list is one that millions of health conscious people buy every single week. Let's see how many of these are in your kitchen right now. Welcome to NutriFocus. I am the consultant registered dietitian and diabetes care education specialist at Harper University Hospital here in Michigan. On this channel, I break down the science of nutrition, metabolism, diabetes, and healthy living into practical strategies you can actually use. No fear, no confusion, just evidence based nutrition. And before we begin, please take 2 seconds and hit the subscribe button below and join thousands of people learning how to eat smarter but not harder. Let's start with one of the biggest nutrition illusions in the grocery store: granola and so-called healthy breakfast cereal. Look at the packaging: whole grains, honey, nuts, seeds. Picture of happy families enjoying breakfast. Everything about it looks healthy. But here's what many people do not realize: a lot of commercial granolas contain large amounts of added sugar, oil, and calories. And the serving sizes, they are very tiny. Most people pour 2, sometimes even 3 servings without realizing it. Some processed cereals also spike blood sugar quickly because they digest fast and lack of protein and fiber. That is why people eat cereal at 8 o'clock in the morning and start looking for snacks before 10. Does that mean all granola is bad? No. The lesson is simple. Don't trust the front of the package. Read the label. Look for less added sugar, more fiber, ingredients that you recognize. Personally, I prefer raw oats, Greek yogurts with berries or chia seeds with nuts and seeds. But if you think breakfast foods are misleading, wait until you hear about the next item: fruit juice, even 100% fruit juice. Before anyone gets upset, let me be clear. Fruits are fantastic. I always encourage my patients to eat fruits every day. But whole fruit and fruit juice are not the same thing. When fruit becomes juice, the fiber disappears. And fiber matters. It slows digestion and it controls blood sugar. It keeps you full. Think about this. How many oranges can you comfortably eat? One or maybe two. But drinking the juice from several oranges takes less than a minute. The sugar arrives fast, the fiber is gone, and you are not satisfied afterward. Can juice fit into a healthy diet? Of course, yes. But if your goal is blood sugar control, fullness, or weight management, whole fruit always win. And the next food, one of the biggest label tricks in the grocery store: multigrain bread. This one shocks a lot of people because multigrain sounds healthy. But here's the catch: multigrain simply means more than one grain. That is it. It does not mean whole grain, high fiber, minimally processed. Many multigrain breads are mostly refined flour. Some contain added sugars. Some use seeds on top just for appearance. So, how do you choose better bread? Look for 100% whole grain, 3 to 5 grams of fiber per slice, minimal added sugar. Those clues tell you far more than the word multigrain ever will. Now, let's move from the grocery store to restaurant, because the next one surprised almost everyone: restaurant salads. Let me say this clearly: salads themselves are fantastic. The problem is what gets added to them: creamy dressings, fried toppings, candied nuts, sweet sauces, huge portions. Suddenly, what looks like a healthy meal can contain more calories than a burger and fries. The lesson is not to avoid salads, it is to build them strategically. And now the final food, the most deceptive of all. Protein bars and healthy snack bars. Some are excellent, convenient, portable and useful, but many others are candy bars with better marketing. The front says high protein, high fiber, energy boosting and natural, but the back says syrup, sugar alcohol, palm kernel oil, highly processed ingredients. Whole food snacks often outperform expensive nutrition marketing. So, what do I focus on? Not perfection, not fear, not strict rules. Just for simple principles: protein, fiber, healthy fats, minimally processed foods. When you focus on those four things, healthy eating becomes very simple. You stop chasing trends, you stop falling for marketing, and you start choosing foods that actually support your health. Here's the biggest lesson from today. Healthy eating is not about avoiding foods, it is about understanding them.